Hey, what's going on, my party people? Troll Pal CHH here. Today we're going to be finishing off. I think we might have New Nightmare left to do down the road, but it's been a while, and this is a fan favorite show. I knock on wood, I still hope. Home video releases. Today we're going to go to the original A Nightmare on Elm Street. Of course, we're going to go through a slew of really cool foreign releases, but I've got some ones here that are really worth showing off, and I can't wait, so let's just get right into it. Boring Blu-ray release in America, that set and everything, we're not going to waste our time with that. It's lame. It's lame. We need better. But check this out. This is the Infinifilm DVD that came out, and this was actually a really good release. This was a really good release. They remastered the film. There's the cool original Never Sleep Again documentary on the first film. This was a really good release if it came out. If you actually see this DVD in the wild, I'd actually recommend grabbing it. Look at that. There's a thing in here for the Village of Horror. And it's like those Christmas town villages people set up, but it's for horror movies. That's really cool. But it's a two-disc set, and it's a damn good release. The Infinifilm was. So I actually still recommend getting this if you see it. Great stuff. The best box set ever made. The Nightmare on Elm Street 1999 box set. This is just perfection personified. Everything is authentic, true, and real. And here's the DVD, of course, for the first film in there with that beautiful original artwork. With the original Elm Street logo, what is your thoughts on the original Elm Street logo? Obviously, it would change after this for part 2 and everything. I don't like it as much as what we would get for the sequels, the A Nightmare on Elm Street slant within on Elm Street at the bottom, where you got A Nightmare and then on Elm Street inside of it, like on the first one. I like both, but I like the sequel. I like the one that we would get, the one that would stick with everything. But the original font is actually pretty cool. If you ever see this in the wild, grab it. Grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it. This is the GOAT. We got a classic VHS for A Nightmare on Elm Street. This is the American media release. Not bad. And you know, the thing is, when you'll see the Laserdisc, you get so much more of the image from the front. But about as classic as a VHS can possibly look, the A Nightmare on Elm Street media VHS. This is just... everybody should own this. Everybody. This is one of the greatest horror films ever made. Alright, guys. Here's the standard edition Laserdisc release for Nightmare on Elm Street, and this is what I was talking about. You get a lot more of the image in this. You can see more of the bed and everything. It's got a different hue to it that could be from fading or whatnot, but yeah. This is image and media home entertainment. And you just get more pictures on the back. Amazing. Amazing, amazing. I was having such a good time when I was getting these on Laserdisc when they were coming out, you know. It was a remarkable time in my collecting before all this stuff got super, super, stupid expensive. Alright, guys, so without question, this is the nicest release of A Nightmare on Elm Street you'll ever see. To this day. And shout out to my buddy from Australia, Chris, Cosplay Chris. This right here is the Nightmare on Elm Street Special Collector's Edition. So there was a nice Elite release, the standard Elite release, but this is the Super Deluxe release. This is THX Audio Laserdisc, letterboxed, collector's version. This is the nicest release you could get. A new THX approved digital widescreen transfer, 185.1, supervised by Jacques Aitken. Digitally remastered stereo surround sound, created specifically for this Laserdisc release. Original mono track also included. Theatrical trailer for all the Elm Street films. Audio commentary with Wes Craven, Jacques Aitken, and Heather and John Saxon. Special supplementary discs. Over 30 minutes of deleted scenes and never-before-seen footage. Original script, extensive still photo archive, storyboards, early screening results, collectibles, Wes Craven biography, filmography, and more. This transfer was created using New Line Cinema's archival 35mm interpositive and 2 new interpositive reels specifically made for this release. The new digital stereo surround track was created by completely remixing the original mono DME tracks for true separation. Digital noise reduction was used for superior picture quality. This is the creme de la creme of A Nightmare on Elm Street releases, and we may never get another release that's this nice ever again. The pictures, the story. Robert Englund wrote a whole... I thought it was Wes Craven, so I had told Chris it was Wes, but it's actually Robert Englund. Robert Englund wrote a whole thing just for this Laserdisc, a whole write-up just for the Laserdisc right here. So it's Robert, not Wes Craven, but still just as cool. These behind-the-scene photos are just amazing. You got your scene selections and all your deleted scene stuff, and they've got the cool stuff of the ADR tracks that Chris was talking about. This is the nicest release of A Nightmare on Elm Street ever made, and I don't think it'll ever be topped, quite frankly, even when the movie does eventually come out on 4K. Alright guys, so let's go look at a slew of really cool foreign releases, and we'll be right back.
Okay guys, let's make our way through these Elm Streets. Here is a UK Blu-ray set that includes the original and the remake. Here's a 2-film collection that interestingly features art what looks to be like from Dream Warriors. The 4-film collection Monster Mayhem. Some people told me that they have this, but I'd never seen this in stores here in the States. Here we've got a double feature of Nightmare 2 and Nightmare 1. The digitally remastered DVD, but this is not an English release. This is, I forgot the country for this one. I believe this is the Russian one. Yeah. Cow Map. Who can forget Cow Map? Special edition 2-disc set, Nightmare on Elm Street, remastered picture and sound, all new bonus features. Another UK DVD. Here's the, what I believe is the Japanese DVD. They always feature that classic artwork. You can't beat that, really. Les Griffiths de la Nuit. Very cool. A Nightmare on Elm Street DVD. This one has that different art with like a different Nancy and everything, but I always really liked that Nancy. I thought that one looked really good. A Horror de Pasadeo. DVD release of the original. Very cool. A Nightmare on Elm Street 5 exclusive collector's cards included. That's pretty cool. Again, there's the Nightmare 4 promo shot on the front. Gotta love that. Nightmare on Elm Street, this is foreign for sure, probably Japanese, but really cool cover on that. This is a Laserdisc, it looks like, too, so. That shot of the girl with, like, the centipede thing coming out of her mouth always disturbed me pretty bad. The video disc format, this is really cool. This did not last very long. We've seen a couple movies like like Friday 5 have this. But here's the video disc for part 1. I believe part 2 had one as well, but I think that might have been the whole enchilada on those. But really bizarre, weird format. I think it really only had some footing in Japan. But it's pretty cool looking. Well, here's a beta tape for A Nightmare on Elm Street. Very similar, if not identical, to the VHS, but just smaller. And yes, beta does have a slightly better picture quality than VHS does. Digitally remastered VHS, very cool. Another VHS that's mastered in high definition. Here's a promo card for the Elm Street VHS. Wake up, the year's biggest nightmare is here. I just figured you guys like seeing that kind of stuff. I always like sharing it. Here's a Nightmare on Elm Street VHS. I believe this is the Australian one from '91. So, for some reason, they decided to put New Nightmare on the cover, but it is, in fact, for the first movie. I believe that's Australian. Here's another release. Graphic uncut version. Very, very cool. A Horror de Pasadeo. I always love that they use the Nightmare font in the different languages still. Really, really cool. And that's the sequel font, it looks like. But great stuff. Mortarisk Marerid. How will you say that? But I like that. I love the claws coming through the sky. You know, nice little skyline on there. Pretty cool. I like that one. Here's another one. Les Griffiths de la Nuit. God, they love that shot of her spitting out that bug. Is that a centipede? I don't know. Here's another one. Got a lot of white, but you see some yellow and red trim on the top and bottom. Nightmare Dal Profondo della Notte. Yeah, this one's really, really cool. A lot going on this one. Busy pictures on the back. Got a nice Where's the Bourbon Freddy at the top right. I wonder if you've never seen this movie and you get this, do you always see yourself, where the hell was that from? That wasn't in the movie. This one's really cool. This one's really, really cool. I dug that one a lot. Yeah, Sleep Kills at the top. Very, very cool. Yeah, this Blood Chillers thing is amazing. Just please, somebody hit me up on Instagram and show me an actual picture of this thing. It looks like it's a coffin-shaped VHS. How sick is that? I would love that. They did that for Fright Night 2 as well, but I'd like to own either one of those. This one's really cool. What's interesting about this one is if you look up at the top, that is a shot of Freddy on the poster from Dream Child, I believe. So they swung for the fences on this one. But cool still. Cow Map, gotta love Cow Map. We've seen these. There's a series of these. I'll have the same artwork. Nightmare on Elm Street 1 VHS, pretty standard. You know, you got the Ronnie Blakely on the back though. Nice shot of her. You know, digitally remastered, good stuff. I think this is another Japanese version. I think very cool. Les Griffiths de la Nuit again. A lot of different artworks out there for part 1. Oh, and this one's really cool. The Les Griffiths de la Nuit. I think this is a French-Canadian release. But I really like the yellow on there. Very cool. And last but not least, let's look at the Australian VHS release. The initial one that was I believe it was uncut, that my buddy Cosplay Chris had. This is a little excerpt from our interview we just had the other day. And then we'll go back to me for a little debrief. Check it out, guys.
Man, now, part 1 is one of the rarest VHSs you can get. This particular one there, this is from 85. We didn't get Elm Street until 85, and it came out on VHS in 85. And what makes it so rare is it has the interchangeable cover. So whoever the clerk was at the time could choose between the bloody version, which you see here, or they could flip it over and all the blood was gone. And also it's the graphic uncut version, because back in the 80s, we were wussies in Australia when it came to VHSs. Like Hellraiser 2 was banned in Queensland, which is the state above me. I'm in New South Wales. Hellraiser 2 was banned in Queensland for a while. This had a very limited release. So I found this on eBay, and I think in USD it cost me 200 USD. So it goes for a pretty penny. And like, she's quite beat up, like still got the stickers on it from the video store, which I love. I do love the original stickers and stuff like that.
All right, guys, thank you for watching this video. Next year's the 40th anniversary. Hang tight. We're going to get some 4Ks, especially for the first movie. Hang tight. I can feel it. Keep the faith alive. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Hey, a huge giant thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Without you guys, this would not be possible. To get behind the scenes photos, videos, music, private live streams, and much more, you can subscribe to my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Thank you to my patrons.